everyone, welcome back to episode 2 from our West Croydon second story edition. So this is exciting. The timber frame is basically complete. Last little touches that we'll run through today. The guys are just finishing off the fascias and barges. Otherwise the rest of this frame, the guys have absolutely smashed it out, and we're really excited to get the roof on this week to get it nice and weather tight. There's been a few sleepless nights, pretty high stress levels with some of the weather we've had around, but thankfully the guys don't have to muck around with the tarps anymore. We're sort of losing anywhere between sort of 1 to 2 hours a day dragging the tarps up and off the roof just to try and keep it weather tight. So we'll take you for a bit of a walk around and show you the bit of a layout on the rooms now, and yeah, we'll go from there. So in a brief, what we're putting on the top here, we've got 4 new bedrooms, a nice big living area and a new bathroom. So I'll take you through, just start in the bathroom here behind me. So this room in here, we've got the transition between the particle board flooring and our Skyon flooring. There will be essentially a new wall to come in between here. It's actually a full width cavity slider frame. So that's why there's actually no structure here yet, because the door pocket will take up the whole opening. You'll sort of have a bit of a walk-through entry to access the powder and the bathroom, but we've got the little powder room tucked away in here. Coming through into the bathroom. So this floor area is set down ready for the tiling screed on here. We've got an overflow in the powder room basin as well as a centre floor trap, so that can just be a flat tiled area in there. But in here, this will all get screeded to suit the new falls for the shower and the rest of the room. So we'll come back out into the living area. So this nice big area up here, when you first come in, the stairwell will come up behind me here. There'll be a door tucked away here, and you walk out into the nice big open plan living area in here. Up the back here, this will be the new main bedroom. So we've got a bit of a unique feature on the side wall here. We've got a raked angled wall here. This was designed not really as an aesthetic point of view, it was more to comply with overlooking. The neighbour on the side there, because it's so close to the boundary, there was a bit of concern with the overlooking onto the neighbour's yard. So this has been designed with a bit of a tilt back over here. So then off to the side, just got a nice little picture window out in this side here, overlooking into some of the greenery out into the backyard. So we'll go through into the next bedroom, bypassing our stairwell. So that's where our new stairwell will come up through the little opening into here. Another little bedroom tucked off into the side. Same again, we'll have like a frosted window out into here, just a little bit of light come through off this angled wall, and then a nice window looking out to the street at the front. So lastly, we've got the 2 bedrooms just tucked away at the back here. Last little detail we're going to have in this bedroom up the front here. This window for overlooking, this is going to have an aluminium louver on it, just with 150mm louvers all angled out for overlooking, just so that it's not looking straight out into the neighbour. Just a little detail on there. Otherwise, that's the quick tour of upstairs. So next thing to happen on the outside, we're going to put all of our sarking on the outside, batten the walls out, and then we've actually got to clad the whole exterior with plywood. We've got a Colorbond standing seam cladding that's going to go on the outside. It needs to be fully supported on 15mm ply. So that'll be the next stage once the roof goes on. After this, we'll drop the scaffold back down to floor level again so that we can do all that exterior cladding. So all of our eaves and verges, the straightest and best way to get these nice and straight. So off of our wall frame, we mark one at each end to get the width that we need. Put a pencil mark here, and then come all the way up the top, up to this side as well. Mark the top one, and then between our 2 lines, all the intermediates, we put a string line across, mark those, and then cut them off so that they're all nice and straight once the barge boards go on. You right to flick that? Yeah, you good there? Yep. Whew, there is a lot of chalk in that. So the downstairs framing, we've still just got a little bit to finish off here. You can see behind our structural steel that we've got here. Good shot on the underfloor insulation that we've got. So the section above all the existing ceilings, to get all the insulation in obviously before we sheeted the floor. This will be where our new sliding door is going to go, in between the steel portal frame that we've got. Still got a few acro props in here just so that we can still tie in the rest of the existing ceiling frame up to our new floor frame. And then we've got our columns in here as well to support our, this will create where the stairwell goes. So the stairwell will come up in behind over here. So the stairwell will zigzag its way up this little opening here, up to the second story in there. So yeah, just a little bit of framing to finish off in here, but otherwise downstairs is pretty straightforward. So the detail for this section here, this is where our COLORBOND cladding is going to come down our wall frame. So a little bit of battening out to do on here. Then we'll have our air cavity batten come down, and the cladding will actually sit on top of all this brickwork. So we'll have on the back of where our ply comes down, just a little Z flashing that'll come down over this brickwork to cover up this little area here. And then our cladding will sit straight on top of the Z flashing. Any water or moisture then that gets onto the outside of the cladding will run down off the edge of the Z flashing and then straight out over this little detail here. Hope you enjoyed the little update on the framing of our second story addition project. So the next stage, once we get the roof and the wall cladding on, get it weather tight, we'll bring you along for that journey in the next episode.